Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Would you sleep with sick women?
I may be pregnant, but I'm still a man.
Spank the unruly ones.
It's indecent, it's vulgar, it's blasphemous.
I'm gonna ride you till you can't stand up.
Come on, let's go down.
All right, keep your shirt on.
LoveLine's meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Here's LoveLine with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Can. By the way, it's a very unentertaining can we're in.
Well, let's work that out at the first break.
All right, let me, we may be going to it right now.
All right.
Let me just reset.
I'm talking in the wrong end of my mic. That would be one problem. I'm a nightclub comedian. In fact, Mike, if you could run some blenders while I'm trying to make a point, that would be good. Drop some trays. That would be really helpful.
All right, so, of course, Bobcat Goldthwait is here, as you all know. We may play Guess Bobcat's Age tonight.
Yeah, all right.
I think you got to age and weight, though.
Well, I think it'd be fun to do that too. Because
age and weight and anything on the top shelf.
Bob, you look.
Never been fit. I've never been this fit in my life.
You vaporize.
I'm not that funny anymore. I lost about 40 pounds of funny.
Did I not say that?
What?
What?
What are you talking about, Drew?
That you used your weight sometimes in your humor.
Well, I didn't use it in my humor, but I really don't. I'm like, I don't know, man. I just woke up. I took a 40-pound dump one day, and apparently that was all the jokes.
No, he didn't do a bunch of fat guy humor.
You were on the TV
he's
show.
Not Louis Anderson.
You pulled your shirt up.
Well, yeah, well, whatever. I don't know. I was just, I was just trying to impress the hotties. That's what I was doing there, Drew.
True. He pulled his shirt up because he thought he looked good, you idiot.
I thought I was cut, man. I get the six-pack going.
Right. He more cultivated the beer bong than the six-pack.
Here, look at Farley, and, I go the direct opposite.
Right.
Fat's in, and then but here's my point. I go up to that Montreal Comedy Festival. Maybe a couple of people, hey, you look good. Everybody else he's on junk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the AIDS.
Yeah.
All right. This industry is so supportive.
They don't like anyone thinner or funnier than they
People are great.
People love change.
And now you're svelte and funny, Bob.
Yeah, well, we got 2 hours to prove that.
Or not. All right, let's. I want to talk about a few topics before we get into Bobcat, his weight, Hercules, and all his other achievements. First,
well, we better hurry about Hercules because it might not be in the theaters.
But
by the end of 2 hours,
these Disney movies have such a life.
Yeah,
with videos and all that.
I know. I'm already working on the animated series, and
it was a clever film, I thought.
All right, well, let's talk about Hercules.
Drew, I heard you going nuts on the Hercules.
I really liked it.
Okay, see, I brought gifts with me tonight.
Oh my God!
Now, Drew, this is go crazy. This is for
the youngins, for the triplets.
God. No, there's something in there for Drew.
Oh,
Jesus, Drew, that's a pretty expensive gift in there. Easy.
Oh, this is fantastic.
All right, so Bob, I didn't see the movie. What part did you play?
Thank you very much.
I played Roscoe. I played Roscoe the raccoon.
But you want to see a head explode?
No, he did not. Drew, what part did he play?
Yeah, now give that to...
Panic.
All right, give that to Douglas. Young Douglas is in here tonight.
Wait, look, can I give it to him so, he associates me with good things?
Yeah, which one do you want to...
Hey, Douglas, we got something for you. Drew's son, Douglas, is in here tonight, and we're giving him a Hercules gift that the wonderful, gracious Bobcat Goldthwait has gotten.
See?
Drew's moving the mic down to him.
That's Bobcat is good. Good things come from him. Okay, good. Now we've bonded. All right.
He has the head shake.
Yeah, he's quite gracious. Yeah, he went to the Dr. Drew School of Radio with the head nod and the roll of the eyebrow. All right.
I think he likes it.
Oh, yeah. Look,
all right. Bob, did you bring any porno or beer for me?
I may have brought some.
Let me describe what he gave. This is The Art of the Hercules Creation. Really tremendous book about the animated creation of the movie. I really appreciate this.
I know you. I heard you going crazy on the movie.
Listen, we live and breathe Disney in our household.
Well,
we really do. I mean, it's just they have.
I don't know if I got the price off of that book, but it's
I appreciate it. But
it's a nice book.
I curse and pray to these people on a regular basis because they just have such a grip on kids, and it's wonderful to watch the kids' heads explode when they get into this stuff.
Drew is currently trying to get the triplets onto heroin and off of Disney.
Really? Thought that'd be a step up?
Yeah, well, it's just
great for the weight loss.
Something he can control. He doesn't, it's just a ride down to the park. You don't have to head into Anaheim.
I play in Hercules, one of Satan's helpers. I was very proud to be one of the first satanic characters. Hey, don't show him the other twins. I mean, the triplets' presents.
Yeah, you're gonna get them all wet for nothing.
He's gonna think those are all
kids.
his. Yeah. I tried to find 3 of the same ones, but
Bob, you're truly a friend of the LoveLine show. I thank you on Drew's behalf, and I thank you on his lovely wife, Susan, and the rest of the triplet clan. And the
subtext here is, can we get to my gift?
Yeah, what do I have?
All right. I watched the show, and you guys spend so much time in the wagering.
Right.
Wasting time seeing who's got a fin, who's got a buck.
That's true. That's very true. Just last night, Bob, I had a 10.
My friend Larry donated these, but I was going to stop.
Yes.
Oh.
But this is what I think the show needs.
Oh, that is huge. Thank you very much. It is poker chips. And
definitely. Vintage chips,
looks to me like authentic simulated marble.
Look at that.
It's wonderful. No, this is beautiful. This is the sort of poker set that, Oscar Madison would pull out when his cop buddies would come over on a Thursday night.
Look at that. That's sweet.
Yeah, that is great. All right, and we will be using this. And a handy pocket for the cards right in the center there.
But, you can't. Maybe you could cram a listener in there with a problem.
It'll double as Slash's ashtray when it comes in next. All right. So, Bobcat is here. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you, Larry, for the gifts. We do appreciate that. True, is your groin okay?
Good thing you're a doctor, Drew. You can work on that injury yourself.
No one's ever bought. The only person ever bought us anything otherwise was Brittany Powell and food.
That's right. Drew just used his penis to move the console, by the way. Are you all right?
I was quite impressed.
Okay.
Very Herculean move.
All right, so here's the first plea I want to put out to the LoveLine listeners who come through. They're all aces. I mean, they come through with anything we request. I want coffee creamer. I want powdered creamer that's worth a goddamn.
What, tonight?
No, just in general. A case of it. I don't want this non-dairy creamer. I don't want this whitener stuff. You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah, Adam wants white powder sent in.
What are you talking about?
I get it.
Yeah,
is that what the kids are calling it now? I need the creamer.
I'm on the Bob Fast program.
This creamer's been stepped on.
No, I want legitimate. I want a good.
You want powdered milk? What do you want?
I want something I can dump in my coffee that I don't have to keep in the fridge that is going to taste good.
That's not powder.
And you're going to ingest something that comes from the audience.
Absolutely. They send baked goods all the time, so I devour it.
All right. You're going to be tripping with the doodah man that night.
The other thing I wanted to bring up is the heat that's going on here in L.A.
Oh, my God.
And it is about 115 degrees out here these days. Yeah. And I love watching the news because inevitably each year they do it around August. They send some poor schmuck down to the streets of the San Fernando Valley. He stands there on Ventura Boulevard and interviews people that want to die. I mean, that's what he goes, oh boy, it's 118 in the shade here, Bill. And look, I got Raphael here who's wearing a clown outfit and a sandwich board sign because there's a condo complex opening up down the street. Raphael, what's going on? How's that going?
Yeah, there's a guy who
kill me.
Who should have went paper instead of scissors. Right. Put the first suit on. Put the gorilla suit on.
Right, literally.
You want the gorilla suit or the other the interview they do is the guys pouring hot tar.
Right, guys up with the hot mop up on the roof.
Oh, another bucket of hot.
Right, it's black.
Have you ever poured hot tar?
I have done some hot mopping in my day.
Another bucket of hot.
And
my buddy Tony did that. Like he thought it was like same kind of weather. And they keep yelling down, another bucket of hot. He's into the job for 2 hours. He goes, your mother's a bucket of hot. And he goes, hey. And he just walks off the job. And the guy's going, hey, I'm not mad. I don't care what you say about my mom. I'm like, just come back, man.
Well, they interview these guys up on the roof of some pavilions that's being built. It's 120 degrees, and with the hot tar, it is now up to 165. And then they ask them, what do you think? How you feeling about this? And what other possible answer could there be other than I'm amazingly miserable and I want to die? I've yet to hear a guy say, I made some pretty good investments in the 70s. I'm independently wealthy.
I just thought I'd come down
to do this. As a matter of fact, I only heat up the tar bucket come August. But because it's damn pleasant. I spark it up around August, unless we're in a cold snap.
I put some briquette coals in my pants.
but come the heat, though, the legendary tales of woe of the Corolla history come rolling forward. I mean, I realize it's similar to what I used to hear about my dad doing in the winter in Chicago.
Right.
Adam in the summer is the same thing. Oh my God, it's 115. I'm gonna go. I would normally get in my car without hand cranks, with the windows up, and I would go downtown Los Angeles where it's
work under a condemned building, digging footings with a coffee can because there wasn't enough crawl space for a shovel.
There you go.
That was my life, Bob.
Was that your job or what?
No, I did that for free.
You're just goofing around.
It was just a hobby. All right. No.
How old were you doing this?
I did it well into my 20s and almost into my 30s.
But you know what?
What?
That's your fault.
I know. Actually, I blame my parents, but yeah.
You know, you're in a
right.
crawl space with a Folgers can.
And a
scraping muck.
Vietnam vet whose pain medication is running out, and he's having a flashback. You could always,
the worst job I ever had was paper or plastic, ma'am.
Really? Worked at a supermarket?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, but Bob,
that's a lovely house coat you have on today, Mrs. Johnson.
Bob, you started off...
I always had some weird fantasy.
You're making
I was going to hook up with a housewife.
You're making a living doing stand-up by what, 19?
Yeah, 19. I was like on Letterman when I was 20. It's not going to help guess my age much.
All right. I was thinking about buying more soil bust solution for my budding carpet cleaning career at 19.
But, don't paint this picture that I was like the Hanson of stand-up. No one ever introduced me as, hey, here's a young kid.
No, you had to, you paid your dues.
Yeah. No. I always look like crap pie, so everyone always thought I was much older.
All right. Well, we'll guess Bobcat's age tonight as the night wears on. Julia, you're 14.
Yeah.
Guess Bobcat's age.
28.
Oh, boy. You are really screwing with the curve, sister. All right, I'm going to write that down. Way off, Julia. Go ahead.
I thought this call would pertain, though, to Bobcat's present body habitus.
What?
Go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to know, what the effects of, laxatives are if you take them a lot, because my friend and I were talking about it, and I saw it on, 2020 or something. And I heard that it, helps you lose weight.
So you heard about... Now, what exactly did you hear on 2020?
It had something on... I don't remember, but it said that people, use laxatives to lose weight.
But they weren't talking about it in terms of it being a good thing, were they?
I don't remember.
They were talking about, I'm sure, in the context of how people die from this.
Oh.
Okay? And it's part of the disease of bulimia, when people use laxatives and diuretics and vomit as a way of purging, so to speak. Vomiting, obviously, people lose weight by never absorbing the food. With laxatives...
Is it you overdose on magnesium? Is that?
Well, they get dehydrated. They get sort of chronically dehydrated, and they get depleted in lots of important nutrients as a result of this osmotic burden they put on their system. And they don't really lose weight. They're not absorbing things because the colon, which is where the water is absorbed from stool, just doesn't do that anymore. The stuff just goes through with the water, so they get dehydrated and they lose some elements and nutrients with it that way, but not caloric elements. And so it really just creates a state of sort of chronic dehydration and stress, and that increases someone's demand for calories. And then, of course, they're usually restricting their caloric intake, and they tend to lose weight.
Julia, how much do you weigh?
110.
And how tall are you?
5'2".
Okay, so you're right in there, right? I mean, you're a little bit light.
No.
Bob, what are you, 115 now?
Yeah, I'm at my wrestling weight right now. I think I could take her, with the weight, without the weight gain. But
have you ever been anorectic, Julia?
No, but I was bulimic.
Bulimia, laxatives is still bulimia. Do you have any other psychiatric problems? You've been depressed or suicidal?
I don't know. My mom's been thinking about sending me to counseling.
Were you abused when you were younger at all?
No.
Okay. Are your parents real involved in your life? They've been in ballet since you were 3 and that sort of thing?
Yeah.
And they're all over you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Drew, it's a wonder you're not bulimic or anorexic.
Truly.
Yeah, I mean, for some reason, whenever your parents, and thank God my family had the quiet dignity
to ignore you.
not to have any interest in any activities I was involved with, because now I have no eating problem whatsoever. But somehow, when your folks take you to a couple of violin lessons at the age of 3, you have an eating disorder at 16. I don't know what this is.
How do you cure someone of an eating disorder?
You don't. I mean, there's different theories about this. You don't really cure eating disorders. You sort of control them, and it's sort of modeled after addiction treatment. There's sort of Overeaters Anonymous has a model for treatment, treating the other psychological elements in therapy and whatnot tend to decrease.
So where can she get help? I mean,
her mom's thinking about sending her to therapy, and that's exactly what needs to happen.
I don't want to go.
I know you don't.
But that means you should go. By the way, that is a good good sign for needing to go
and the
to
more
therapy.
important thing is that the whole family needs to go when a 14-year-old is expressing this kind of thing. And a good therapist will bring everybody in and start to sort stuff out. So it really won't be all about you, Julia. It'll be about some of the intrusions you're suffering as a result of your parents coming into your life and intruding every element of it.
And I actually knew someone who passed on from this.
Oh, yes.
And the thing that what eventually killed her was when she got into laxatives.
Yeah.
How long had she been struggling with it?
For years. So, I mean, you got to get help. I was just hoping we could steer it to the right help. But, I mean,
Specifically?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to scare you, Do you want your funeral and you'll be buried in a piccolo case?
There's 20% fatality with bad bulimia.
Yeah.
1 out of 5.
All right, Julia?
Yeah.
All right.
So please...
Don't ignore it. Do not ignore it. And let your mom realize that the therapist will sort of help you set some boundaries with your parents so you don't feel so intruded upon by them, and you won't be so compelled then to have this one area of control that you need to focus on, that is eating. And
Okay. Bob, by the way, you sincerely trying to help the listeners is a very dangerous friend.
I know. All of a sudden,
Very dangerous.
Total buzzkill there, too. Hey, by the way, I have a dead friend.
We can move past
Well,
that.
but you this kid.
No, that's what you're here for. Who was this friend, as a matter of fact?
I'd rather not say, because...
All right, but someone you were close
is
to?
married to a buddy of mine.
Someone you're and probably Robin Williams' first wife or something. All you know is celebrities.
I don't know. And this is not
Let me tell you, Bobcat is such a big time. He's been on the show a couple of times, and each time I've called the day before and said, Bob, how about I swing by the compound and honk the horn and we'll ride out together? Just talk about stuff or maybe listen to the radio. Each time denied. You know what his excuse was tonight? He had to go watch a movie before he came here. Is that true, Bob?
No, I was gonna, but I didn't. I was gonna go with the bride, and I didn't.
I understand. Melissa, 15.
He's got a family out of it.
Hey, I would have. You know what? We would have talked. And by the time we got here, we would have nothing to say on the air.
We would have talked about what we talked about on the ride here.
And then we'd be here going, hey, remember that time you farted on me on the TV show? I mean, that's not...
I like that story. Melissa.
Yes?
You're 15?
Yeah.
Guess Bobcat's weight.
Weight?
All right, guess his age.
Okay, age 30?
Oh, this is dismal.
Yeah.
See, this participation in the Disney productions is what's
making me youthful.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I got a couple questions tonight, and all right, I'll give you my situation. Like, I've been going out with my boyfriend for about a little bit over half a year, and I went to a party a couple weekends ago, and he wasn't there because he went on vacation, and I sort of got really drunk and messed up and stuff, and started messing around with his best friend.
Mm-hmm. The best friend syndrome again. Mm-hmm. Immediately, I urge you, I know I do this on an almost nightly basis now, any young person within the sound of my voice, get away from your best friend.
We'll certainly get your partner away from your best friend.
Your best friend, every call we take, it was my best friend who tried to kill me in my sleep.
And that is why I do not hang out with you, Adam.
That's why we took
I
separate
try not
cars.
to bond. I don't want you hitting on the bride.
I understand.
Well, hello, Ann.
Yeah. Hey, you have a very attractive wife. I don't think there's
thank
anything
you,
wrong
and I'm
with
going to keep that. So back off.
She'd never get away from that skinny you. Melissa.
Yeah.
All right, so you had sex with the guy?
No, just, he went down on me, and I was going to go down on him, but then, I decided to keep it above the waist because we didn't want anybody walking in or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
I noticed she didn't apply that while he was going down on her. But the above-the-waist rule came into effect as soon as it was her turn to go below the waist.
Was Don King out there laying down the rules? Nothing below the waist.
Yeah. Okay.
So, all right, so what happened?
Well, then, he called me the next day, and we talked, and, I started liking him. And then, because my boyfriend was gone for 2 weeks, and he got back 2 nights ago. Yeah, and then, so we just got together a couple times and, messed around,
All right, and you got below the waist that time?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still have the boyfriend?
Yeah, and then...
Is he back in town?
Yeah, and, it's he knows something's up because we've been, distant before we would...
Okay, so what's your question?
Well, what should I do? Because I like both of them.
You got to get a third guy to settle it.
All right.
No, listen, Melissa, you have to dump your boyfriend and go out with the new guy.
Right.
You're not being fair to. Well, you're not being fair to any of them, really.
You got to worry about this new guy, though. I mean, what kind of a relationship you're going to be able to have with a guy that is this
that's what I
unscrupulous?
was thinking, because I thought maybe it was out of jealousy or whatever that he started showing emotions.
Or just a desire to exert, to have a conquest.
Yeah.
How long were these two guys friends?
They've been friends for a long time.
Okay, so you're potentially destroying a friendship.
Well, because I don't want to.
But you need to. Right.
That's why I want to know.
All right, here's what you need to do. You need to break up with your boyfriend immediately because you're no longer interested in him.
Well, yeah, I am.
Yeah, no, you're not. And you don't need to tell him why. You just need to break up with him.
The guy was gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think you'd understand that.
Yeah, I mean, but he got out of the burn ward 10 days later, but it's all right. Melissa had moved on to his best friend.
At 15, it's not that unusual for somebody to be moving along. It's unfortunate they're so sexually involved, everybody.
Well, I've had many a friend do this in my lifetime.
Your best friends?
I stood back and watched from afar. I actually masturbated from afar. It's a little different than just watching from afar. I've had friends go out with friends' girlfriends, and they went out with them and all that. And here's the thing that's weird, and it's great because it's like a curse or legacy that you leave with the person, which is the following. If you have a girlfriend and your best friend starts dating her, you're really pissed off. And if they take up together, your heart is broken. And he's on cloud nine because this was his best buddy's girlfriend. He'd been eyeballing her for the last year and a half when they'd all been going out as couples or a group or whatever. But eventually, he will start going insane because his best friend slept with his girlfriend when it becomes his girlfriend. Now, I didn't do a great job of explaining that.
I'm with you 100%.
There is
I completely follow that.
There's a certain point, Drew, in a relationship.
Nobody else will.
Shut up and listen. Engineer Mike, shut Drew's mic for a second. It's very distracting. Drew, just listen. There's a certain point when your friend's girlfriend breaks up with him and takes up with you, where it takes a while, but eventually she becomes your girlfriend.
Right.
It's not my ex-best buddy's ex-girl.
Right.
Adam, wave your arms around more. That helps.
I know. I'm on a flight deck here at an aircraft carrier here. It's not that it's,
It's his girlfriend now.
It is now your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then that ex-buddy of yours is one more guy that banged your girlfriend.
Oh, I see.
Do you see what I'm saying? At first, it's a coup.
I see.
You're so worried about getting caught that you don't even think think it.
Yeah.
But eventually, this guy's laughing because he's going.
Because he was the Magellan in this territory.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, very
and you are sloppy
What does
Joe.
that say about men?
I know, but it's a very true mindset.
It's something about the territoriality issues.
Especially if this other guy is real pissed off that you stole her, he gets up with someone else and he comes back about a year later and goes, does she still pee when she orgasms? All right, I hated to say it in front of young Douglas.
Yeah, what's up with this being like...
It's all right.
No, whatever. Drew, how do you pick which kid's coming to work with you?
He doesn't even know the difference.
They never do, but this was their first day at camp.
All right.
But I don't even understand that.
Listen, he came home and went to bed like 3 in the afternoon, slept till 8 o'clock, and woke up, and he wasn't going back to bed.
Douglas, you're coming to work with me because I love you more than the other ones.
No, he never comes.
Well, he doesn't say it that way. He says, I hate the others, and I'm indifferent about you.
Exactly.
All right. Can Douglas say hi into the mic before we go into break? Just put the mic down there.
Hi.
Sing Jingle Bells. Jingle Bells.
No, Dad. It's August, man.
All right.
He's eating French fries.
When we come back,
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Douglas will sing Jingle Bells.
All the way.
Man. What a body.
LoveLine will be right back with more innuendos that could get you in trouble.
Dig those crazy bumpers.
Hey, get away from my car!
Wow. What a power plant.
Hi, this is Jennifer Gray, and you're listening to LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Yes, my little princess, Jennifer Gray. About time to have her back on the show. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191.
You got her home number?
I could probably find it.
I like the booking policy here. Adam calls you up. Hey, what are you doing, man?
Here's how we book Loveline. Either I run into them at a restaurant or I call Bob at home and ask him.
Hey, man, what are you doing? You coming in?
Well, not only... Yeah, I know.
That's quite an elaborate. It's like, I don't have the best relationship with Leno, but, he never called me to get me on the show. Hey, so how's Tuesday looking? Is Tuesday good?
Well, Ann does what she can, and then, I do what I can. And it's great to call Bob because he's always poolside. Yeah, well, it's always a fuzzy connection. I'm down at the grotto.
You're painting this image of me as half.
Well, you're sort of the Valley's equivalent to half.
I am the Valley's half.
You really are.
I like to pretend that this isn't what's going on, but yeah, there's a lot of.
You have a good-looking blonde wife. You have a scaled-down hillside mansion. I mean, it's sort of, it's sort of Playboy Mansion West, I would say.
It's the compound. It's the mansion starter kit.
Right. And Bob's house is very funky, very eclectic, but very cool. Exactly what you'd think Bobcat Goldthwait.
Is there actually a conflict between you and Leno?
No,
you lit a set on fire. Man.
Yeah, and I would understand why anyone would be mad at that. But, no, he would book me on the show again, and then he wouldn't have me on after. I was on Jon Stewart, and I said that I thought he killed Ron and Nicole for the material. And then I got canceled. Lovely. But the last time I ran into the guy, I was at Cuckoo Karoo. Not that I'm endorsing Cuckoo Karoo, just that's where I was.
Cuckoo Chicken?
Yeah, the Cuckoo Karoo Chicken.
Out on Ventura?
Yeah.
Right.
And he was taping one of his wacky comedy bits, and he walks by the table. Now, I'm not saying he did it, but I got hit by a spitball either by Leno or by his flunky.
Wow.
And my daughter's like there with me going, what is that guy, 8? I got a spitball. It hit me, and then it fell in my soup.
Your daughter's 11, right?
And she's 10. I guess we showed him. Set my set on fire. I'm going to go give him a Snuggie.
Bob, what else? Oh, my mic's getting weird again. What else are you working on other than we all know the triumphant success of Hercules? Are you working on anything else? Any other talks with the Disney folks about possibly doing something else for them?
Well, I'm already employed at Disney. I do the Unhappily Ever After. That's on Sunday nights. I'm the voice of the foul-mouthed rabbit on the Warner Brothers Network, the Federal Witness Relocation Program Network. Sammy the Bull's got a show coming on there.
How long is that show on? Like its third season now?
I don't know, like third or fourth. They started it up screwy, so we're mid-season, so I don't know when we're starting. But we started this week.
All right, but it's a paycheck.
I go in, Ron Levitt, funny guy. The guy who created Arthur and him. Creators of Married with Children. You go in.
You get in the puppet outfit and you go to work.
No, I don't. I sit there.
You do the voice.
Yeah, I sit in a little booth.
Do you do it live?
Yeah.
I mean, when they tape live?
I don't even have to wear pants. It's a great job. And I still manage to screw up. That's the other thing. They give me a script, and I'm like, and everyone. The studio audience is funny because it's a puppet, but every once in a while, the puppet says very grown-up words,
Right.
Like,
you don't break wind into the mic like you do when you're on LoveLine, the TV
No, but what
show,
I do is I just before they go action, I run out. And I fart on the head of Alan Troutman, the man who operates the puppet, because he's in this hole with the rabbit stuck on his arm.
Right. If I see anybody lower than my waist, I fart on them.
Oh my God! But I don't go until.
If my grandmother fell off her walker, I would break wind.
But it's always like all right, 5, 4, and I run out. 2, 1, and then he's got to work.
Do we want is Douglas going to sing for us?
Troutman just got done.
What?
He had this big job doing the puppets on the Dr. Doolittle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, with Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, so it's like, millions and millions of dollars. He's running all these computer-animated puppets, and he had like a staff of 6 or 7, and come Friday, he's back to doing a puppet that rivals Lamb Chop.
He's a sphincter boy for Bobcat's
and
ass.
I'll be farting on his head, and we'll be breaking for lunch, and he's going to go, a little help here.
Let me ask you
Someone get the couch off me.
Let me ask you seriously about gas for a second, Bob. You've lost a lot of weight over the last few months. Does it make a difference?
No, because I'm onto the protein, and man, that stuff's fuel for that. That's every day's the 4th of July with the protein powder.
So what's your?
I could play Lady of Spain for you right now out of my ass if you want, honest to God.
So you may not have the volume that you had last time, but you have the frequency.
No, it's increased.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
They don't.
Well, let's see if you can work some up during the show. Does Jordan want to sing Jingle Bells? Sorry, Douglas.
Jordan, Oscar.
You want to sing?
Spanky. Which kid is this?
No,
that's Douglas.
Douglas.
Carrie.
Douglas.
Yeah.
You're 21.
Douglas.
Yeah.
Douglas is going insane because he's a huge Disney fan, and of course, hears the voice of the Disney right before his eyes. Oh, for Christ's sake! When I was my big excitement for me was watching Dad push the mower. Douglas gets to come in here and see the cast of the latest Disney film.
And get a bunch of Hercules.
My kids are the whole other spectrum, but we won't get into that. We got a caller.
Carrie.
Yes.
Hey, you're 21.
Yes. I have a question. I have a Norplant put in my left arm, and I've had it for about 10 months now.
And that's a factory?
What?
It's a factory, the Norplant factory? I'm not familiar with this.
Norplant is a birth control device that's inserted underneath your skin.
Mm-hmm.
And I had
and how does that work, the Norplant?
It's basically the same as the pill.
What are they sticking under her skins? Something that makes her smell real bad?
Seriously not familiar with this?
It gives her a real strange funk, and no one wants to procreate with her.
It's for those that whether
is it a hormone deal?
Yeah, it's same as the pill. Basically, it's released slowly over 3 to 5 years, though.
Yeah, 5 years is what they said.
Yeah.
And I
stick it in. It lasts for 5 years.
Yeah. Oh no, this is Adam is instituting this in his utopia.
In my utopia, there will be a Norplant inserted with each check cut for welfare or child support.
All right, Zig Heil, baby. Okay, what's up?
Oh yes, that's what I tell him.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, they warned me. I went to Planned Parenthood and got this put in, and I don't have medical insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what are they going to do? Yank it out of your arm?
They do sometimes.
This is the problem. They warned me that I would have my period for about 8 months, and
it's not having. It's really not having your period. It's having mid-cycle bleeding or irregular bleeding.
Yeah, irregular bleeding, but I've never stopped.
And that can happen. I mean, that's part of the deal with these.
That's just not like the thing, though. I've lost about 45 years.
Hold on a second.
I've had it.
Douglas, don't play with the guitar, please. Thank you. Daddy's working.
You've lost 45 pounds because why? You nauseated or?
Douglas?
No, for a month straight I was dizzy and it was normal for me.
Yeah.
And I have a 2-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
And after I wanted something really easy for me to not have to deal with the pills.
Does she have the Norplant?
The what?
Does she have the Norplant yet? Adam would have her have one.
Oh, yes.
No, when she's 16, she's going to be on.
Oh, wait a minute. What color is she?
What color is she?
Yeah.
We're Caucasian.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you're cool. All right. Yeah.
Oh, is he just?
Oh, I'm just playing into Bob's hand, please.
All right.
Even Bob doesn't go there.
Bob's a guy. Bob's an arsonist. Are you kidding?
He looks at my house and he goes, "Oh boy, this would be a nice little militia. This would be sweet.
You got turrets and everything.
You got a turret. We could stockpile.
Put a couple of claymores down on the street. We're good.
Peanut butter and Mylar jackets you could put in there.
So you got to put in.
Yes, and I want for my period to stop, and sometimes it's so heavy that it's like I get scared.
Have you gone back there to talk to him?
No, I haven't gone back.
There may be some ways. First of all, you need to be tested to make sure there's not something else going on, like a thyroid condition or something that is predisposing you to have such what's called dysfunctional uterine bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
This really is not that because you're on the pill and it's a common side effect of the pill, but maybe it is that. And there may be ways that they can manipulate the hormones in such a way as to what would be called stabilize the endometrium, but there may not be. This may just be the way this particular product affects you. And if that's the case, and if you find this is an intolerable side effect, it may have to be terminated. In the meantime, be sure you take iron supplements.
Hey, Carrie.
And I'm not just talking about multivitamins with iron. I'm talking about the
railroad tracks.
Yeah, like Slow Fee or Fiasol, something like that over the counter, okay?
Carrie.
Yeah.
Guess Bobcat's age.
40.
All right, now we're talking. Thank you.
Thanks.
I used to watch him on VH1 and Police Academy. I love his scream.
Yeah, give her a quick cackle, would you?
Yeah.
Go ahead, give it to her.
Ah! See, look at that.
But
That's
God
what I
bless
like.
Carrie for getting on the Norplan, taking care of business. She has one. now.
Absolutely.
I feel
And
cheap.
she has no health insurance, and she's taking full advantage of available resources.
I want Norplant in both arms.
But the point,
when I'm elected,
this is
Drew.
the point, that there is, for people who are motivated and look into things, there is treatment available to you out there. You just have to do a little footwork.
You put the thing in and you're good for 5 years.
She went to Planned Parenthood. We didn't ask her what she paid, but might have been zero.
But what if she wants to, like, suddenly, finds the guy and wants to pound
Takes it
out a kid?
Take it out.
Take it out.
It's like they're like little
Just
tiny.
pull the arm off and shake it.
They're like
right out.
they're like about half the size of half the diameter of that.
What do they look like? Ringworm in your arm?
They look
Yeah.
like little cigarettes lined up, sort of.
No, I'll tell you what it looks like. You see in the NFL.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
You like the big buff.
Okay, I'll keep going.
Scarification.
Yeah, the big buff black free safeties that have that scar
always
tissue.
got to go back to that, don't it?
Well, they have
Okay,
you know what I'm
alright.
talking about?
Yeah,
What is
oh,
it?
yeah.
Scarification.
Yeah, there's a black fraternity.
It's sort of a.
Now I know what you're talking about.
Like
So you do that to
tattooing.
your arm.
It looks like that.
Right, you can do it with an eraser.
But they do it on the inside of the arm, so you don't see it. So
Okay.
All right, enough of this.
Drew, sell the hell out of the next call,
I haven't
please.
picked it yet.
Okay.
Let's put out the lights and
Go to sleep.
Honey, turn off the radio. Let's go to bed.
Sorry.
Big day.
Good night, honey. Honey, did you hear
I
that?
didn't hear anything. Go
Dad?
to bed, honey.
But didn't you just
I hear
hear...
nothing. You're hearing things.
I'm the human goose.
Yeah,
You
but...
ate too late.
Loveline will be right back. And please, be on the lookout for Earl, the human goose.
Hey, this is Fiona Apple, and you're listening to Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Yes, you is. And tonight's guest is the gracious, the talented, the comedically inclined Bobcat Goldthwait. And, of course, we'll be playing guess Bobcat's
I'm here
age.
to promote Air Bud.
Oh, that's right.
No, I'm not an Air Bud. Drew, hang on. It looks good, though.
Oh, yeah.
Don't think for a moment Drew won't be sitting through that. It's a basketball playing dog.
They're a little under that age.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's got to be animated for them to really be into it.
You believe a dog can slam.
There's a controversial scene where one of the guard for the opposing team actually slips and some of Air Bud's flop that he left out around the foul line. That's very graphic for the kids.
Maybe the NBA will actually, adopt that.
You know what I love about...
I wouldn't put it past Rodman to pound one out on the floor.
And you know what's great? You know what's funny about the... and if you look at the jock strap, it's really made for that because there's nothing intruding that area whatsoever. But the thing that's great about these movies, when I was a kid, it was the mule that kicked field goals. Remember this Disney film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Disney, but Francis the Mule.
And he kicked field goals.
So what?
I'm just saying,
Where's this going?
If a mule can kick a field goal, certainly a golden retriever can play in a pee-wee basketball
Can mess
league.
it up, sure.
But they always do that same scene in every movie that Disney does where an animal takes over a sporting event. The scene where the ref is yelling at the opposing coach, holding the rule book up and saying, "There's nothing in the rule book that says a dog can't play."
Right.
Yeah.
And then you go, "Oh, okay."
There's nothing in the rule book that says a cappy bear cannot play.
Even Babe was based on that same principle.
There's nothing in the NFL rule book that says a mule can't kick field goals. It's like, all right, so using that with...
Yeah, then you could take that further. There's nothing in the rule book that doesn't say we can't have automatic weapons.
Right, and shoot the mule who kicks the field goal.
But it's a time-honored convention.
And make a hat out of your dog.
There's no such mention of any such flubbergas in any of the rule books.
But, whatever. You can sit there. Let's go to Air Bud tomorrow and go, fake. Fake.
Yeah, that's
fake.
what I do.
It's so fake. You never let a dog in.
Jennifer.
Yes.
You're 22.
Yes, I am. Adam, you probably won't think this is a problem.
Oh, how old do you think Bobcat is?
I'd say 42.
Okay, that's good.
Great.
Now we're getting close.
He looks good however old he is.
Nah, don't
There
be
you
playing
go.
both sides of the fence. But
Nobody's seen you since you've vaporized.
no, because I only get jobs doing voices for animals and devils.
Oh, that's why he's changed
My
it.
character has no nipples, by the way.
No, I didn't notice
Hercules
that.
got nipples, but I didn't. All right, what's your problem?
I've been married 3 years, and I waited till I got married to lose my virginity.
Hang on 1 second. Anything about her already?
Sounds like a little girl.
Yes. Yes.
Should we start gambling?
Yes.
All right.
If you saw me physically, I'm 5 feet tall. I mean, everyone even tells me I look like I'm 16.
We're going to gamble on you, Jennifer.
And I've always been real insecure because Adam probably thinks this is a good quality, but I'm very big-chested. And I'm very petite, so it's kind of like it offsets my size. And I've always thought that guys looked at that first.
How did you maintain that virginity all those years?
That was the problem, is guys only wanted to go out with me because of my big chest. I'm 40 double D and 5 feet tall.
Please, this is someone playing a joke on me.
No, I'm serious. And, listen to my voice. I mean, at my job, everyone says, God, you look like you're 16 and this and that, and I'm married.
So let me just backtrack here for a second. You're of age, but you look like you're 16.
Uh-huh.
You're built like a jockey with a eating disorder, but you have a huge chest.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm 105 pounds, 5 feet tall. I'm probably Adam's dream woman.
All right. Oh, and what is the
Except
problem?
for I got a lot of dream women.
What is the issue?
Bobcat's wife's one of my dream women.
I've always...
Yours too, Drew.
All right, outside.
That's your mom, Doug.
Like I said, I waited till I got married.
Good save. Oh, no, I have fantasies about your wife, too. Good save, Adam. That was really fast on your feet.
All right, Jennifer, I think we may gamble on you.
Well, let's hear what the problem is.
Okay, go ahead.
I waited till I got married to lose my virginity because I was always insecure about my size. And I always assumed that every guy that wanted to go out with me just wanted to go out with me. They make snide comments like...
Jennifer, a reasonable assessment of reality.
Yeah, we may not be gambling on you.
Yeah. Well, no,
okay, anyway, let me get to the problem. The problem is when I got married, I met this incredible guy, and he liked me for my personality and everything. And
you mean another guy other than your husband?
no, the man that I'm married to.
Right.
And so our sexual life was kind of like, I wasn't experienced, and I always felt inadequate. I didn't know what I was doing, because I didn't have any experience.
Okay.
And in the last couple months, I've noticed that basically all the sexual activity is coming from me. I mean, when I get home from work, it's like, I hate to say this because it sounds really bad, but I just want to jump my husband's
Okay, hold on. Let me backtrack again. We rarely have to backtrack twice in the same call.
Okay.
Petite, busty.
And married.
Shush. Don't worry. I'm a big star. I can lure you away from this guy. This guy's driving a forklift for a living. I'm a national radio celebrity.
Nipples, Adam. Too.
What?
And I have huge nipples.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Your big saucer-shaped ones? Are you serious?
Yes.
Hold on. What side? Hold on. Plug Douglas's
I
ear
think you
for a
got every
second.
vowel sound there that time, Adam. You sometimes why.
Anyway, let me...
Hold on. What is what cup size are you?
Double D. Double D.
What's the number in front of the double D?
40.
Okay. Let me backtrack. I got to backtrack.
This is the third backtrack.
I know.
Aren't you done yet?
Believe me,
up all your backtracks.
There'll be a whole backtrack process that goes on when I get home as well. So I prefer none of you talk for the rest of this call so I have total recollection without Bobcat's voice coming in the middle of my masturbatory session. Oh, no. Whoa. Don't listen to him, Mr.
Might
Penis.
make it last longer.
I believe me, I'm not trying to set any records.
You're having a premature ejaculation with yourself.
Right. The sooner I'm done, the sooner I get to the next one. That's the way I look at it. All right, so Jennifer is incredibly busty. She's incredibly petite. She looks and sounds like a 16-year-old. She was a virgin when she met her husband and thinks she's a sexual addict. Am I right so far?
Yeah.
And has those huge radar dish type areolas.
Right. Yeah, that was needed. Hey, so your husband's not into it, is what you're saying?
No, it's not that he's not into it. He's really into it. I mean, he's just kind of questioning what this behavior is about. I mean, he asked me tonight, he's like, is everything okay? He says, I mean, I've noticed lately, he says, I'm not complaining, but he says, I've noticed lately.
So he's threatened by it.
He's excited by it.
Well, he notices a change.
He's threatened by it.
He's really curious of what caused it, and I mean, I don't want him to think anything's going wrong.
But Jennifer, what you're describing is how a normal, healthy relationship should evolve.
Okay.
That as you feel more secure, you feel more connected with the person. For a woman, usually the physical will then follow. And it's totally normal. It's totally appropriate. You're in a committed relationship. You're married. It sounds just healthy.
So it's not wrong to want to jump on your husband.
What's the only not even unusual, the only problematic issue is your husband's being threatened by this.
It's not so much he's threatened. It's like I'm afraid, what if I lose this urge, that I have all the time, and it goes away? And he's like, well, what'd you do to get it? And he, expects it all the time.
Oh, all right.
You know what I mean?
Listen, this is like saying, I just want a Cadillac on The Price is Right. What am I going to do for insurance?
Right. Or what about my next car?
Yeah. No, don't sweat it, Jennifer. You're busty, and you're having a lot of sex, and
you're normal. You're fine.
normal.
Are you guys
going to have
kids? Are you going to have kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that
wait a minute. You need to breed, Jennifer.
I have an interesting
Kill off the males. That's my advice to you.
I have an interesting question, though.
Please. Family, Adam. So if I have any twin girls, I'll send them to you.
But Jennifer,
send me one. I'd like to raise it.
Is that part of what's fueling your sexual energy?
Adam's
actually, it's not, because I'm like the girl that called earlier. I have Norplant.
You have Norplant.
I'm in school, and
how long ago was that put in? How long ago was that put in?
About a year before I got married.
And when
I wanted to be ready.
And how long ago was that?
4 years.
So the Norplant's been in 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I really owe God. I want tons of kids. So.
Okay.
But I just was really scared that I'm like, oh God, what if something's wrong with me?
No.
Jennifer.
But it's interesting. You women.
Let me just make sure, because I think this may have.
Don't make her repeat.
She may have been put on the planet for me. Jennifer.
Yes.
Do you love pie?
Depends on where it's put on me.
Oh, she's qualified. What? Where it's put on you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought she was qualifying it for just a second.
Looking for.
Are you into pie?
Wait, but Jennifer, look.
What are you saying? Like you're like a sloppy eater? I don't get.
But neither of you should be threatened by your sexuality. That's what we're at here. You feel like there's something wrong with you because you've found you're a sexual person. He feels threatened and overwhelmed by it. That's not.
So what's the problem here?
There's no problem. That's the point.
Are you married to little Abner and he can't handle you going? It's a man.
No, she's just waiting for the sky to fall. I mean, she's just looking for something to go wrong. Things are going so well.
You're happily married. You're getting laid.
Look, the women are taught. We don't. This is sort of the quaint side of that we don't hear about that much of relationships, where women feel that their sexuality is something wrong with it. There's something they're not supposed to be.
It's hard to be busty and quaint at the same time, but yes, I do agree with you on that one. Drew, you want to sell the hell out of the next call? And this is a beautiful picture, by the way. Young Douglas is falling asleep on the lap of Papa.
And we're talking about a woman with gigantic Hogans.
Right.
And we got a toddler nestled up in Drew's lap.
Right. Feeding.
I'm sitting there staring up at the phone, up at the ceiling going, if I let the machine pick it up, I wouldn't be here. Why the hell did I pick up that call?
You shouldn't bring the phone down to the pool, Bob.
Oh.
All right, Drew, sell the next one. We got to go to
Joe,
break.
14, is concerned that his masturbating is going to affect his pubertal growth. Okay?
LoveLine.
LoveLine, I'll be right back, and you'll be healed.
LoveLine.
Naturally, of course, certainly, absolutely, absolutely.
Great Bobcat Goldthwait is our guest tonight. I'm Adam Carolla.
I felt like I was getting a massage. That sounds like massage music.
New age music.
Yeah. I'm cashing in my massage card, by the way, my massage certificate on Saturday. Did you ever cash that one in, Drew?
No.
Can I have it?
No.
Okay. All right. We'll be back with more LoveLine in 10 seconds.
This is LoveLine on
Radio
Station.
WEBN Cincinnati.
Yes, it is LoveLine. Bill Bellamy will be in here tomorrow night. Tonight we have Bobcat Goldthwait, also Dr. Drew, and also his young son, Douglas.
What's the matter, Bobcat?
No, I'm here to promote How to Be a Player, too. I just if more people go to the movies, good for all of us.
Yes.
I'm not a tear downer. I'm a supporter.
Right. You are a truss, not a wrecking ball.
Douglas, wake up! Work this out.
Douglas loves Bobcat and loathes me. Douglas, come on. Who's your buddy? Who's your daddy's meal ticket? Yes, that's
Douglas?
right.
Look at that.
All right, but I'm laughing
too. Yes. Look at that grin. There is an empty bowl of poo somewhere. That is a poo-eating grin.
Give him my... All right, now...
it's my curse, man. Kids love me.
Now do Bam Bam. All right. I want to take a question for Bobcat. Jim.
Yes.
Hey, you're 18.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good. Guess Bobcat's age.
46.
46, yes. We went 28, 30, 40, 42. We're at 46. Guessing by the end of the show, we'll be up to like 111.
Yeah, pretty soon I'm going to be
Hume Cronin.
Thanks for figuring my riff gun jammed. I'm like going, is Vic Tay back? No, he's dead, and he's not too old, but...
I think Hume's dead, too. What's going on, Jim?
I got two things here. Okay, first for Bobcat.
Yeah.
Many years ago, did you used to live in Oakland, California?
No, but I lived in San Francisco.
Oh, okay. Cause I was just kidding. One of my classmates used to swear to God that she's, you lived down the street from her and all this kind of crap. So.
Well, he lived in San Francisco, so it's possible.
Well, but that's the Bay Bridge and stuff, but whatever.
Whatever. And also, Adam, in your Utopia?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because my girlfriend also is very short and is pretty busty herself.
Yeah.
But, so it attracts all sorts of lecherous guys. And I don't know what it is. Guys seem to think if girls have a big breast, it's like it's open season to go out and, do whatever they want to them.
Well, look at guys look at women like they look at bass, When they see a 9-incher swim by the boat, they go, it's a shame. But when they see, Big Daddy go by, they think that would look nice over the fireplace.
There also is sort of an aggressive expression of orality. Oral aggression is tied up in that quality of sexuality. So.
Yeah, I'm just saying because that, she has concerns then about her own sexuality and feels timid and.
Right. No, it's a huge burden.
Yeah, but I'm saying you should come up with some sort of statute about that, and they get locked away and forced to watch tapes of Janet Reno or something for.
You mean the guys who pursue these women?
Well, what are they doing though?
I'd have to lock myself up.
No.
But are they being? Are they harassing her? Are they picking fights with you? What's going on?
No, I mean just general over harassment.
The downside of this story would be If she was some beast, and wherever you went, there's people going, so, I don't know.
Bob's working to get in sound effects for Douglas now.
You think you got the black guy from Police Academy on tonight. I'm just doing noises. No, listen.
That's all right, just let it die. Jim?
So, what, is he gone?
No.
I'm here.
But what is your question?
But if his biggest problem is that his girlfriend's too cute.
No, it's not.
Nah, that's not a problem. I like it. But,
all right.
But no, that was just my concern is that...
His call is that his penis is too long. That's the problem.
Prevents him from riding a bicycle. Go ahead, Jim.
No, I was just saying that all the guys out there, wrecking women's personalities, wrecking guys' chances at them. And
what?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Here's what Jim is saying, and this is very true.
Making women defensive?
Yes, there are a lot of big-busted women out there that get ogled at so overtly at such a young age and for so long because guys can't keep their cool. Meaning, guys, they'll be laying out at the beach in a two-piece, and a guy will just walk up to them, and they'll wake up because drool is coming down on their belly. And it'll be like they'll look up, and there's some big fat guy with a foam beer hat, and he's just staring right at their breasts. And then what happens is they go, well, I won't be going out in a two-piece again. Next time I'm wearing a tent to the beach. Okay? Right. This ruins it for all us guys who really enjoy it but have a certain monicum of couth and are able, like I have an eyeball, so like a gecko lizard.
I'm able to hide your true intentions.
I could
manipulate.
I could read a Bible with one eyeball and undress a woman who's behind me with the other. And you have to have that ability. Otherwise, like I said, when you just go up and start talking right into their breasts like it was radar, cranking up one side and talking into the other, it ruins it for everyone else.
For me, like a large-chested woman is like a guy with a toupee. And the whole time I'm talking to her, I'm like, oh, don't look at her boobs.
Right.
Don't look at the rug. Right. Don't look at the rug. Don't look at the boobs.
Right.
So if I ever saw like a bald-headed woman with a bad rug and nice set of Hogans, my head would explode.
But you're crafty enough that you can look when she's not looking.
Crafty?
Yeah.
So you're implying I'm subtle?
Yeah.
Oh, I thank you.
Yes.
Next, I'm coquettish.
Listen, I've seen your wife. She's much better looking than you. All right, where are we now?
It's got to be the weirdest show we've ever had tonight.
No, it isn't.
What? We got daycare going on.
Joe.
I'm sitting here.
Hello?
I'm acting like I'm in hot tuna, and they're noodling on this.
Hot tuna.
Joe.
Humble
We
pie.
might want to carbon date that reference.
Humble pie.
Yeah.
Dr. Leakey's finding my jokes
Why
now.
don't you use electric flag next time? Joe, you're 14. Guess Bobcat's age.
I don't know, like 40-something?
Yeah, what do you think? Mid or late 40s?
Mid.
Okay, 45?
Yeah.
All right. What's your question?
Well, I've always been like a little bit of a, like I'm only 14, so I've always been a little bit of like a late bloomer. And, like I've never been teased or anything about it. I'm just, a little bit like self-conscious about it.
Just to make you feel better, there's a correlation between living to an advanced age and late onset of puberty. So in other words,
that's right. If you don't hit 20 until you're 40, you're going to live to 120. Is that what you're saying,
This is
Drew?
the Mickey Rooney kind of deal?
No, they're just
Right.
late.
So what you're saying is me, who looks like I'm 10, 15 years older, I'm going to be taking a dirt nap in a few years.
That's what Drew's saying.
All right, thanks, Drew. All right.
Joe?
Can I get my crap back?
But it's not so much that they look older, but actually
Your
passing
kid didn't
through.
drool on those toys yet.
Initiating and having
I didn't
puberty.
explain that to Douglas. The toys got to go back.
Oh, jeez.
Joe?
You
They
fight
leave
it
when
out.
I leave.
So I was just wondering.
You don't have pubic hair?
No, that's all taken care of. Like I have that and everything.
You got a merkin?
Yeah.
That's hair that you wear in your crotch?
Yeah.
Someone else's?
Huh?
Okay. All right, come on.
It's even hard
Dr.
for me to-
Leakey's still on.
It's
on
even
extra
harder.
Yeah,
It's
I'm in
hard
New
for me
York,
to.
2 o'clock in the morning.
It's even hard for me to conceptualize that. So
What, the
for
merkin
a
idea?
14-year-old, yeah.
Okay, Joe,
Yeah.
please.
I just used the GHL down there.
All right.
Hell's that?
Engineer Mike.
Great looking hair.
Hold on.
You spray paint it?
Shut Bobcat's mic off for just a second. Let's see if we
to sing?
That's good. Let's see if we can get to Just play the guitar for a second, Bob.
I'm not here.
Hey, Joe.
Ignore me.
All right, now what's your question?
No, but like I have pubic hair and everything else like that, but I'm just, a little bit later than everyone else, and I'm just wondering, I masturbate probably a lot.
This might be.
And I'm just wondering, is that slowing down development?
What is a lot?
Like maybe sometimes between 2 and 4, most days between 2 and 4 times a day.
Okay. No, that's not gonna affect anything at all that way.
Kid's calling about jerking off.
So, I'm just like late because I am.
Yeah, Joe, don't worry about it. Look, you're
fine.
You are fine, and you are. In fact, people have some kind of misconception that if they're going to use up their sperm or something. In fact,
I'm here to say that is a total falsehood.
Yeah, there's no such thing. There's no.
I would have been spitting talc in my teens if that were true.
We would be doing the Corolla telethon right now.
Right. We need sperm. Please give generously.
Back to the dope boy.
Next time you're at the 7-Eleven and you see the bucket with the picture of Adam at the counter,
Go ahead, leave the deposit.
please leave. Take a little, leave a little.
Mike, can you put Bobcat's mic on?
All right, put
so I can hear
Bobcat's
him?
mic back on.
Oh.
All right, Joe?
Yeah.
Mike, that was my best riff of the night.
You're
man.
fine.
It's gone.
Have you ever been caught by your mom?
No.
No.
That's pretty bad.
Here's the deal, though.
My friend Paul was. And to make things worse, his mother goes, Paul, it's only natural.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
I know. I would rather
I'll
have...
never get I won't have wood again, ever.
I never really thought about it, but your mom endorsing your masturbatory skills is...
I think one day my dad was like trying to stop me, kind of. He was like chasing me around various parts of the house and stuff, you know what I mean? Hey, what are you doing up there? What I was trying to do in the basement.
My dad used to just crack the door open and throw a wild turkey into it. And by the time I got the pants up and got the turkey corralled... yeah.
My Uncle Don, we had a garage, and he dropped off antiques. There was a bunch of crap that he didn't want in his house anymore. So he said, hey, here's some antiques. So he puts it up in our attic where we had the sleepovers. Like the 10-year-old boys, there'd be like a bunch of us. So we're going through Don's crap, and there it is, like 40, 50 Playboys from 68, down, you know what I mean?
You hit the mother load.
Oh, my God. It was like backlit.
Let me did light come up on your face when you opened the trunk?
Oh, it was like the Holy Grail. Crack it open. Oh, my God. So I was under the, because of Seems like we're bringing up race a lot tonight. But I was because of the tan lines, I was under the impression that all breasts and genitals were really white, because this was back in Playboy when everyone had tan lines on the top.
I love that, with those big wide stripes going down the side.
Remember, everything was like really, really white. And, and I was under the impression that black people's genitalia was white. And I was in for quite the shock when I had to go to summer camp with urban youth.
And it came time to show us your genitalia sing-along hour?
Yes. Well, it was a Catholic camp sleepover. So,
wait, where did you grow up?
Syracuse, New York.
Oh, that's right. Where
Christland.
Did you go to college?
We call it Christland because everyone goes, "Oh, Christ there, Bobber. Christ, I saw you there on the HBO there. Oh, Christ."
So did you drop out of high school and do stand-up, or were you doing stand-up in high school?
I finished high school. Chloe Webb went to my high school.
No, the famous Chloe Webb.
Yeah. Sid and Nancy. She was over at the barbecue that I didn't invite you at, Adam, Sunday night.
Hey, Bob, didn't you have another birthday and stuff? And
there was no Bob stock this year. That last one was a little too, pulling human heads out of the pool skimmer. I'm like going, I just remember it was like, I'm like, it's like, whatever. It was like 2 a.m. and I'm walking around and I go, hey, you're the Talk Soup dude. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even know who was there. There was some homeless guy, Bogart, and the guitar playing Flamingo.
The guy from BJ and the Bear was there, the Lander sisters.
It was a very strange,
Let me tell you something about Bobcat. And Bob, don't talk for a second here. I want to tell this to Drew. Bobcat, when he throws a party, it's Adam Sandler and Robin Williams and, Billy Crystal and, the cast of Spinal Tap. I mean, the heaviest hitters, the greatest minds in comedy of our day show up at his house. No. He seriously knows funny guys.
These aren't impersonators. Thanks, Drew.
No, absolutely not. And the reason I want to go to the parties is see if I can recruit some of them for the show. And Bob won't invite me. Eric, 18.
Hey.
Because you'll embarrass him by trying to
recruit
the show.
Hey, that's who was there. Eric was there. Eric Idle.
That's right. Monty Python.
Last night.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, I'm just in a name-dropping frenzy.
That's okay.
Was that last night?
I have other friends that
Who was at your house?
My friend Larry's here with me.
Who was at your house?
Last night?
Yeah.
Or the other night? It was a small turnout. Friends,
seriously.
family.
Give us the big names. Eric Idle.
Eric Idle was there.
Right.
And Mike Mills from the REMs.
Oh.
And who else? Michael McKeon.
Unibrow, right?
What's that?
That's the guy with the unibrow.
The unibrow.
Hey.
Hey, I never spent that much time looking at it. But
what about the time you went to some island and hung out with De Niro? Is that a true story?
Digress.
Yes, it is true.
Yeah, I took a vacation.
He hung out with De Niro on an island.
And I'm his Wally Cox, apparently, to his Marlon Brando, because those guys hung out together, too. Is that right?
I think it's his Ernest Borgnine, actually.
Well, whatever. I am, like, in a name-dropping frenzy. Let's stop this.
Well, you know a lot of big people. All right, Eric.
I know, but it ain't helping me. I'm still the voice of a talking rabbit, I'm the anti-Rosie O'Donnell. I have all these giant friends, and I don't know how to parlay it into a career.
Right. She knows 2 people from the Mod Squad.
Boom.
And she's making $1 billion a year.
Unibrow guy, what's up?
I was just wondering, well, first of all, I have a question for Adam.
Yeah.
When you guys had the cardigans on like a year ago, did you ever find out what Svenska Flicka means?
I don't know.
Or can you say it on the radio?
You didn't say it right.
Svenska Flicka means like pretty girl and Swedish or something.
But it was
like
offensive.
That.
I thought it was like a swear word or something.
Yeah, it was.
Are you down with the cardigans?
No.
Are you kidding? No way.
Yeah, man, that song's my kryptonite. Honest to God, man. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
The Cardigans are one of the biggest pain-in-the-ass bands you're ever going to want to meet.
But they sound wacky on record, and then you talk to them, and they're the biggest nudges.
They're horrible.
They're snobs.
They're not horrible. They just weren't.
No, they were horrible here. Then they went on Kevin and Bean the next morning, and they were worse.
There too, yeah.
They're really evil.
I wanted to blame it on a language or cultural problem because they.
No. They're just heinous people who should go back to Europe and lock themselves in a bunker. All right, Eric.
And I just want to say one other thing to Bobcat before I get my question out. I saw One Crazy Summer on Comedy Central the other day.
Yeah.
I swear that was the greatest movie.
Right.
You were really good at it.
Well, thanks.
And you want to know about pot or what?
No.
How old is Bobcat, by the way?
Well, I know how old he is, but I'm going to humor you because I don't want you to hang up on me.
All right.
I'm going to say he's 52.
Okay, good.
I'm just going to go for an even number that's high.
You know what? I like this guy for some reason. Not that he enjoyed the One Crazy Summer film, but
that movie's like 30 years old, right, Eric?
What?
That was in color, that movie?
Yeah.
Or was it colorized later by Turner?
Well, like Bob said, it was shot on sonogram.
All right, what do you need, Eric?
I want to know. My dad smoked pot before I was born.
Told you it was a pot question. Yeah.
But I just want to know. I have gigantism, and I want to know if that, because I heard Drew mention a week or so ago that pot can lead to birth defects.
Well,
where do you have gigantism, by the way?
It's on my. I know you're gonna laugh, but it's on my right arm.
No, I'm not going to laugh.
No.
I mean, gigantism usually.
But you may want to start using your left. You know what I'm saying?
Gigantism is usually a abnormality of growth hormone where your whole body becomes gigantic, like the guy that played Lurch.
Yeah.
Or the guy that was Jaws and
Tony Robbins from the infomercial.
But my doctor said that it was.
The moon guy.
No, I understand.
From
But so when you say gigantism, I think about that hormonal disorder, and that is not associated with, to my understanding, with marijuana. But what is various kinds of
Mayor McCheese,
rather rare orthopedic disturbances, such as a particular digit or limb.
My middle finger on my right hand is especially large.
Okay.
How big is your right arm?
It's not. It's if you look. I mean, you have to hold my left arm and my right arm together to see the difference.
Yeah.
No. Well, that's medianism.
But
then I mean, that's not
the
gigantism.
kind of stuff, though, that has been associated. This is not something proven, and these are very preliminary observations. But there have been a couple papers published that draw a correlation with pot smoking within a few months of conception and peculiar orthopedic problems in the offspring.
Okay, but let me just get to the bottom of this. Your right arm is marginally bigger than your left arm.
Not even. I mean, if you held my left arm and my right arm together, you would see the difference.
Okay, but
otherwise, I look normal.
It's marginal.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just wondering if your dad smoking the ging messed it up?
Yeah.
Was your dad a big pothead?
I don't know. I didn't really ask.
And again, it's not associated with heavy pot exposure. Strangely,
How old
I would
are
have
you?
thought so too.
I'm 18.
And are you right-handed?
Yeah, I am.
Because normally the person's strong arm is marginally bigger than their other arm.
Yeah,
the bicep and everything.
We are much like lobsters.
Yeah, but somebody told him he has gigantic. A physician told him he has some.
It wasn't one of your dad's stoner buddies?
No.
Okay.
Specifically,
all right, because trying to bum your
It
head.
wasn't a guy named like Dr. Love.
The right middle. What's that now?
The right middle finger on my hand.
Yeah.
It's like twice the size of my other middle finger.
Okay. I'm guessing in girth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You'll be able to use that to your advantage one day.
And just one more thing. What happened to Chris McGaha?
I killed her.
Yeah, but seriously, on your TV show, what happened to her?
They got rid of her.
Why?
They didn't like her style. I don't know.
She was really smart and witty.
Hold on a second, Eric. Oh, yeah, but you like Bobcat. Come on. I mean that movie.
I'm still here.
Sorry,
I'm still here.
I didn't mean to say that.
It's not like your typical thing where the next night you dump on me.
Why don't you explain that?
All right.
The Chris thing.
We have not worked out. We have not gotten a official answer on how to address certain questions. We've not been groomed. As far as I know, Chris McGaha did a fine job, but it didn't work out.
All right, this is like watching the government explain Roswell right now.
Go ahead, explain it. I mean, what the hell? Let's come up.
Well, what is the explanation, Drew? I didn't want a woman out in the audience, but they didn't listen to me.
Right.
And then they put her on.
And they had a poorly conceived idea. Not Chris's fault.
No.
Chris did an excellent job.
But Chris is fine. She's pretty. She's nice. There's absolutely nothing wrong with her.
It was a pleasure to work with. We miss her.
But don't say, Drew, don't go over the top because it'll seem like you're compensating.
No, I'm not compensating.
Now it seems like you're compensating for compensating. I'd be quiet.
But my question is it has nothing to do with her. Why were they in the big hurry to fix your show? You know what's missing is someone else talking.
This is the genius of TV. Let me explain what you do when you do TV. You do a ton of TV, meaning it's like the example I use is if you took beavers.
Well, it's like me in pitch meetings. You know what they do? The first thing they do, like network meetings or television. I go through this every year, but the first thing is they want me to play the dad.
Right.
They want me to be Drew. That's the job they want me to do. They always do. They never want me to be the guy driving everyone nuts. Something that, comes out of every orifice when I'm even trying not to.
Right. Well, you got to understand their qualifications. They've never done stand-up. They've never written a sketch. They've never done improv. And they've never entertained more than one coked-up girl at a time in their entire life. But they're geniuses when it comes to comedy. You have to understand that because they drive a BMW, Bob, and they couldn't drive a BMW if they weren't comedic geniuses.
I shouldn't screw this up, but I was at an audition the other day, and I just won't say what I was auditioning for. But
another puppet?
No, I go in there and they go.
Gretel. Or Kukla or Fran.
Okay, I go in for the Fred Savage series. Hardy har har. Hardy har har. Yeah, I went in for I read for McGruff. I'm gonna be the crime dog. No, I went in and
for the Fred Savage has another series?
Fred Savage show.
Okay.
So I'm like sitting there going, oh, just don't be a jerk, Bob. Just go in there and show them that you're a regular guy, and And I go in there and I think I'm being friendly, and I go in and they go, how you doing? I go, yeah, I'm living that dream.
Mm-hmm. And you're rubbing them the wrong way.
But I didn't mean to. I thought, it's like, I got this going for me, And so I do the goofy.
And they think you're high on horse anyway because you lost the weight.
Because they had a character that seemed goofy, and I did the goofy guy. And then they call back and they go, the first character Bob did, the sarcastic guy, can he come back and audition like that?
That was just the before noon Bob.
Yeah, that was, I'm still cleaning up from the party last night, apparently. You make it sound like I live in Bubble Hill, man.
I'd just like to come visit Bubble Hill once in a while.
All right.
So
what are we doing?
Let's look back at the last 4 Bobcat age guesses: 52, 45, 46, and 42, and we will continue the Guess Bobcat's age game after this.
All of my most sensitive areas were inflamed.
Really? LoveLine will be right back to deal with inflamed, sensitive areas.
Jonathan. This is David from Korn, and you're listening to LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Yes, it's about time to have Korn on again.
I can stand to be corrected, but I don't think that's Korn playing in the background.
No, they're not.
I'm going to take
screaming about killing your grandparents.
That's not Monkey.
No. Let me tell you something about Korn.
I know.
Not a ton of airplay. Huge following.
Oh yeah,
huge hardcore following. I was at, I've told the story. I'm not going to do the Korn yell, but when I was in Minneapolis with 30,000 people.
We all know the story.
Would you shut up, Drew? Shut his mic off, would you, Mike?
How come he wields the power of who's shutting it off? And don't ask Mike to do anything. They're having the best time in there.
You can do it too.
No.
You can tell him shut up Adam's mic.
No, you can't. Mike, come on now.
Will it work for just mics in general?
Try it.
Could you shut up? Tom Likas' mic?
Test 1, 2.
Wait, no, he's not working right now.
Up there.
Okay, this is the world's worst radio. Here's what I want to say. There was Everclear, there was
Tom
Iggy
Likas,
Pop.
but he does the show here. I want to be. See, I'm new to light,
Korn.
Bob. What? Iggy Pop? What?
No, I was at a bill where I was doing a gig where there's a lot of big bands.
I know the story.
No, I'm not going to do the Korn yell. I'm just saying that no doubt Iggy Pop was there and a lot of big bands.
But the people went nuts for the Korn.
They went nuts at noon for Korn, and Korn wasn't coming out till 7 o'clock, the entire crowd. And Korn got less airplay than any of the other bands that were on the thing. So somehow somebody's finding out about that band. All right. Now, I want to talk about napping for a second because I noticed Douglas is completely passed out.
Douglas is asleep.
I can't talk.
If you could see this picture here, it is amazing. I mean, all the girls, the biological clock is going around like it did at the beginning of the Twilight Zone. They're going absolutely insane. I can see it. I can see it in Ann. Ann's about ready to hop on Engineer Mike just to see if you can get some sperm in her. Am I right, Ann? I mean, you're going nuts. Yeah. You can go ahead and talk into your mic. That's fine.
Yeah, I was. It wasn't on.
The clock's ticking a little bit, right?
Yeah,
smart ass.
And when you see an example of youth like Douglas here, it's amazing,
yes,
isn't it?
But I'll be going home to Doug. Thank you.
Right. Right, your husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the toddler,
No.
for Christ's sakes.
No.
Man, you're
I've
pretty
been
weird.
eyeing him all night.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the big leagues, Douglas. All right, but the point is here's
so cute.
And if you could see the picture, Drew is the perfect dad. He's laid back. He looks like he's right out of a Dockers commercial, and he has young Douglas just curled up in his lap, sawing logs. And here's what I was thinking. Douglas just passed out in the middle of all this conversation. Boom, he went right under. And I think about my own life. Like, for instance, last night, I got home at 1. I had to get up at 6:30 to do the morning show.
Stayed up till 3.
Stayed up till 3:45. Couldn't sleep. Why? Lying in bed, wrestling with the demons. Thinking about all the stuff. I mean, I was
so
all the way...
here's your answer, man. Sleep on Drew's lap.
That's exactly what I'm getting at.
That's what hey, man, I've had every night.
Drew, that pillow's poking me in the ear, man.
Oh, and you wake up and you go, and every hour I wake up.
Do you?
I go, I hope, maybe it's morning.
Right, because
3:30.
The older you get, the more stuff you have in your past, and you lie in bed at night, and you think about the time you struck out in Little League, and you think about the girl you did wrong, and you think about the girl that did you wrong, and you think about the relatives that died without saying you loved them first, and all that. And I realize Douglas. He doesn't have anything. He's thinking about the womb. That's it. He doesn't have anything to wrestle
all
with.
the way back then.
Well, what's his regrets?
I mean, they do. I mean,
he regrets he didn't steal more hard candy or
this
something.
age just gets very
You got it backwards.
emotionally.
He's not projecting about the future. That's why he can sleep.
Oh, is that what it is?
I'm going to bed. I'm going, what if the dog dies? Oh, he's not sick. What if he
You guys
gets
don't
bald?
work hard enough is your problem.
Oh,
You're
please.
too replete with sleep.
You think Bob doesn't work hard enough doing that puppet voice? Come on. I know.
I work hard. Can I just say that?
No, you do.
People really paint this idea, and you're perpetuating and making it sound like I'm just having these soirees all the time with the hoi polloi of show business. Okay, I do the Dirty Rabbit a day and a half a week, right?
Right.
Then I work on the Hercules, the series, right? The
you're doing the
animated
series?
Yeah, I do that.
When's that coming out?
That'll be a couple years from now. Then I go and I'm always out making people happy with my jokes. I'm all here last week. This is my schedule last week from Friday to
Starbucks,
Hold on.
donuts.
No, wait a minute. Bob works.
This is
I want to
Saturday
talk
to
about your
Saturday.
schedule.
Saturday. This is
Yes.
Saturday. San Francisco, came back to L.A., went to Michigan, went to Wisconsin, Montreal, then flew and did 2 nights in Birmingham, Alabama, and then
in
I
all
was
seriousness,
back.
I don't mean you don't work, but I mean that you need to if you deprive yourself sleep a little bit. If you're really, you
No. I just get
No, it
strung
doesn't
out.
matter. It
are
doesn't
you
matter.
guys depressed?
Yeah, mildly.
Okay.
Bob, but do you just get strung out when you miss
No,
sleep?
I'm just, what do you think? I'm one of them laughing on the outside guys?
Well, I work with one all the time. I just thought that's how you guys all were.
I don't laugh on the outside. I'm miserable on the outside.
You're miserable
too.
on the air and off the air. What's the question? Am I depressed? No, I'm much happier than I used to be. I had a few years there where I was definitely
So
extremely
you're just
dark.
anxious. You're just an anxious person.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Goddamn Adam calling me up asking me to come on the show. I was almost asleep.
I'm on the raft, Adam.
Adam's amazing, though. Anytime I call you back, you are asleep.
Well, you call back while it's light outside.
I know.
That's your problem.
No, I wasn't
All
asleep.
right, naps 4 hours a day. Why can't I sleep at night? I understand.
Okay, Drew.
All right. We're talking about us too much. There
Lisa-
must be kids with lots of problems. We keep
Yeah, like
helping.
the 29-year-old Lisa. Lisa,
Hi.
guess Bobcat's age.
48.
48. Okay, thank you very much. What's your question?
Okay, my question is, could there be something mentally wrong with the man who wouldn't have sex with his wife?
Yes.
Mr. Roper? Mr. Roper seemed nuts.
Well, what's the circumstance? What's your situation exactly?
Okay, my husband and I have been married for 4 years, and we haven't had sex in about 15 months.
15?
15 months.
Wow.
That's typical.
You're 29?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's about right. Oh, yeah.
Why?
No.
How old's he?
He's 29 also.
Mm-hmm.
Is everything working down there?
Yes, apparently it works. I mean, sometimes we could be, well, a long time ago.
But he has no medical problems.
Not that I know
He's
of.
not on any,
Except for the rolling
doesn't-
pin that's in his ass?
He's not on any medications.
No.
And-
He takes a lot of aspirin because he gets a lot of
Where are
headaches.
you going with that?
I mean, she attacked him with a rolling pin.
Yeah, I got the...
A lot of aspirin, is that what you said?
Yes,
Is
a
it
lot of
possible he's
aspirin or
taking?
Motrin.
Is it possible he's taking something else, some pain pills or something?
He takes Motrin.
But nothing prescribed.
But nothing prescribed.
And you said you don't know if there are medical problems?
Not that I know of.
That's kind of so strange.
Headaches a lot.
But it's your husband. I would think you would know what was going on with him medically, no?
But no, I mean, nothing medical that I know of.
I mean,
he hasn't had any, like, major problems.
All right.
None that anybody knows of.
You're being a dead horse here.
Just besides...
Lisa, when did the sex die?
About 15 months ago.
But what was happening?
What happened?
We even went into counseling one time, and the counselor gave him this book he wanted him to read on how to please women, and he never even read it. He didn't even listen to the counselor.
But already he was
How big is this book?
But already...
Everything you want to know about women is in that book.
And I even taken his hand and showed him where to touch me and how to touch my clitoris.
Has he always been sort of timid?
Timid.
Yeah.
Do you have a big chart that you point to that's up in the bedroom?
Has he always had difficulty expressing himself to you physically?
I guess it would seem so. I would think that he doesn't know how to, I guess, make love to a woman.
So it's always been that way, and then it sort of...
seems like that, and now it's just diminished completely.
Yeah, so he's never been a very sexual person.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's never just been a sexual person.
And even then, even when you guys were active, there was some discomfort there?
Yes, because I never had an orgasm. And so, and I would like for him... Like if I told him I would like for you to touch my breast this way, he wouldn't know how. And it's not like they're small; they're pretty big, and he wouldn't.
I'm all breasted out tonight, Lisa. I would normally jump on that comment, but
oh really?
I'm all
busted. I'm not a double D, but I'm a D.
I'm all busted out. All right, so he's never given you an orgasm.
No, I've never had an orgasm, but I've had an orgasm through masturbation.
Perhaps that's a source of frustration for him. It's like he struck out so many times he quit the T-ball team.
I'm sensing something more substantial here.
Really, I didn't even really know about orgasm.
Wait. Tell us more about him. What's up with him? What's he do for a living?
What does he do? He helps build houses and construction.
What's his history like? Is he?
Well, he did drugs when he was younger.
All right. Lots
marijuana.
of them. All right. Was he addicted to something?
Not that. No, he isn't.
And what was his family of origin like?
Divorced mom. Divorced mom. She kind of had a lot of partners.
Does he seem...
And they always think that sex cures everything.
Lisa, does he have any pornography or anything around the house?
No, he doesn't.
You don't see him taking sex...
I caught him masturbating.
You did?
Yes, I have caught him masturbating. Not with the magazine, but I've caught him masturbating, and I told him, why are you doing that downstairs here on the couch and you can come up to the bed? I can do it for you.
Right. And his answer was
he didn't say anything. He just kind of grinned, you know. Okay. He'll like for me to perform oral sex on him, but he won't perform oral sex on me.
Okay.
He thinks it's disgusting.
Hey, what was he watching at the time?
Nothing. He was just sitting in the living room.
I don't trust a man who uses his imagination while masturbating. Not in today's age of video cassettes.
It's not like, if it was like Dan Rather or something. Maybe
All right, so Lisa, here's what's happening. The sex is sort of the tip of the iceberg here. This is a man who's completely shut down.
Yeah, and
he's not able to be intimate with you, and
it's kind of hard when you're around. You can see another guy or something. And I don't want to cheat on my husband.
No, Lisa, you're very level-headed. As a matter of fact, I would dare to say you're a little too level-headed with this guy. I mean, you're trying to approach this pragmatically, and it's not a pragmatic issue. Meaning you're trying to come at it from a sense of, listen, if you're going to masturbate, then I can help you this way. Touch my breast. Here's a picture of my clitoris. Put it in your wallet. Study it at work. Show it to the guys at lunch. You're really coming at it from almost a clinical way, and this guy this is a deep-rooted emotional
It's
thing.
an emotional problem, yeah.
It is. That's what I think.
Right. And like I said...
He flies off the handle. He gets real angry.
I wonder if her openness about this and her frankness is a little overwhelming to him. Like
it rubs. It's like rubbing the dog's nose in the poo.
Because his family, they'll kind of just bury the hatchet and just give love and kisses and all that kind of stuff. And then my family, I grew up with both my parents, and we always talked about our problems.
Yeah, there's something really going on. Get back into the counseling, guys. We're into, and keep digging there.
And if that doesn't work,
I've tried it twice.
Dump the guy.
But no,
tried
counseling.
it twice, and
wait. Trying it twice means going for 3 years and taking a break and going for another 3 years. that's twice.
Oh, okay.
Okay, twice is not 2 sessions. That will do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got to go for a long time to get people to really open up about these.
What do you think's wrong with him?
I think he's just lazy.
No. No.
If you were telling us about addictions and other preoccupations,
No, he doesn't have
yeah,
any.
no, you're not telling us that story. So we would say no. There's something troubling him, and he's having difficulty expressing.
But Lisa, you need to get him off his ass and have him participate in the relationship.
I've even used Cool Whip, chocolate.
No, see, but that's overwhelming him. He's being more defensive and shutting down further when you come at him that way.
I know, but once it was one instance where I used Cool Whip.
No, Lisa,
on him,
Lisa.
and he stayed.
Listen, you gotta switch brands. That's your problem.
You got to do Ready Whip.
Yeah, you get off the Cool Whip, man.
Think about his being threatened.
Maybe he's lactose intolerant.
By sexuality and your sexuality, and that's all very dangerous and frightening territory for him. You want to approach it very
I'm supposed
gently.
to wait without sex.
Go to therapy.
Go to therapy. There are not enough dessert toppings in a Vons to get this guy on top of you. You need counseling.
Yeah.
Am I right, Drew?
Well, really, he does, but he won't go by himself until they sort of bring it out in the couples work. So.
It's always so sad when you hear about a relationship where there's really one person in it. I mean, Lisa is the one who's participating in the relationship, and he's just like a fuzzy dice on a rearview mirror, just along for the ride. As he just wants to go to work, drink his beer, whack off on the sofa, and call the night.
You paint a pretty picture.
Thank you. I was actually calling upon memory for that one. All right, Drew, you want to sell the hell out of the next call? Running late for break.
Alex, 17 nightmares about her dad molesting her.
Okay.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr.
Now playing at a radio near you.
LoveLine, I'll be right back. Hi, everybody named James.
Hey, this is Mike Piazza of the Los Angeles Dodgers, and you're listening to LoveLine with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Hey, yeah. Where's Mike Piazza?
It's another up-and-coming story. When he was on the verge of superstardom, we saw him all the time.
Yeah.
He's at his peak, gone.
So where am I, Drew? And don't candy coat it.
You're the only one that continues to grace us with your presence.
Yeah, that's because I'm on the spiral down.
No. You're in the Hercules movie. You're a hero now.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'm in Hercules.
And you got the animated series.
So they based the guy on me. The
Pain.
Right.
The character I played.
Yeah, it looks like
But they still made me audition. Honest to God. Like, if I didn't get that audition, I would have been liquored up in my underwear with a gun in my mouth going, I can't even get a job playing me. I'm too over the top. I'm too one-dimensional for me.
Here's, it'd be like me auditioning for the Bert Convy story.
Exactly.
It's...
You kind of did that a little bit of Bert.
Thank you.
But you would tower over Bert, God rest his soul.
The thing, and here's the beauty of Hollywood, by the way. Listen, you know Bob's shtick. It's a good one, but it's Bob's shtick. I mean, you know Bobcat Goldthwait. You really do. And if you have a character in mind and you're picturing Bobcat Goldthwait and you draw it to look like Bobcat, then just find out whether he can do it or not.
Yeah, but you know what?
What do you have to do in the audition?
They made me take my pants off. I thought that was weird. I'm going, whoa, I don't think Walt would have went with this. No, what they do is they actually want to see if you riff. That was the thing.
What does that mean?
They want a lot of improv?
Yeah, they wanted to. I think they wanted to see if they would. It was kind of weird. They want people that ad lib, but at the same time they are listening to you. So they never look at you. They want to see what it comes out. Like I while I first recorded this stuff, I always thought I was bombing because I'd look back over the booth and they weren't looking at me.
There's not a written script.
Oh, obviously there's a script, but then they go.
But I mean, it's not. They go from there.
Then they go take another swipe at it and do this and that, and then they were always they were changing the scenes, up until I don't know, it was about half a year before it came out, where it'd be, it's weird. It'd be like one of the animators was telling me, oh, that's your, that was your idea. It was something you were doing because they record you, video you, and I go, I'm not even saying anything, but it was a physical gag they wrote in.
Disney ought to come out with all the great celebrities they've had over the years doing the voiceover, and guys like Robin Williams and Bobcat doing all these riffs, and I'm sure, they only take the 5% of it and put it into the actual movie.
And then there's the X-rated ones. It's like you're in there for about 4 or 5 hours and you're exhausted. So I was in, my character's going, oh, my ass.
You got the Orson Welles take.
Yeah. Oh, I think my colon just fell out of my ass. And then I was in there go, all right, Bob, let's put Matt in for a while. They'd yank me out of the booth.
But I think it'd be funny or interesting if Disney put together a whole bunch of outtakes of all these people. I mean,
Angela Lansbury carrying on like that.
Yeah, that does. You get out of there.
Actually,
I'm about to let one fly.
Be my guest.
Alex.
Be my guest. Be my guest.
Alex.
Hello?
Yeah, you're 17.
Yeah,
How old do you think Bobcat is?
38.
Yeah.
Why do you find so much joy in this?
I don't know, Bob.
Why is that?
Well, look at the list.
I know.
28, 30, 40, 42.
I've been trying not to affect the curve.
You're timeless.
You're doing a great job, by the way, Bob. All right, Alex, what's up?
You guys sucking up to me is really not going to help.
Okay, I've been having robot nightmares about things that happened to me when I was a child, and the problem is I've been having them when I'm sleeping over at my boyfriend's or, like, actually doing sex with my boyfriend.
Of course. And that would be when that kind of thing tends to get triggered, of course.
But,
Right?
I don't know how to tell him. I mean, it really upsets me because there was some really bad stuff that happened.
How old were you when this all happened?
I was from ages 3 to 11.
And who did this? Who did
My
this?
father.
Oh, boy.
Where's your dad now?
He's down far away from me. He lives like 4 hours away from me.
Adam needs to zero in the radar.
Is that? Yes, I'm calling in an airstrike. I'll vector in the coordinates off the air so Innocent don't get hurt.
The bad part about it is nothing ever happened to him because
Because
he
why?
threatened me and I didn't say anything.
Oh, Alex.
How old are you now?
I'm 17.
Oh, boy.
And where do you have any other brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I have a younger brother.
And how's he doing?
Nothing happened to him.
And where's Mom?
My mom, she's up there with me. She lives with me.
Have you told her about it?
Oh, yeah. We know everything. We went to court, but he pleaded no contest, and when they put me on the stand, he just kept, like, giving little hints, like, you know what I'll do, and so I didn't
Oh, my God, Alex. Oh, it's just... Is this the first boyfriend you've had?
No, I've had others, but they didn't last very long because I kind of freak out, and they don't like that.
Yeah.
Have you got any counseling or anything?
I did for a while, but it just kind of stopped because I didn't want to do it anymore. I can't handle it.
You're just too tough.
And how's your mom doing? I mean, is she denying or is she getting involved?
Oh, no. She knows what happened. She wants to kill him. If she could, she would.
Mm-hmm.
She took me for about 5 years and hid away with me and my brother. So
my God. All right.
And what happened to her? Was she abused too?
When she was about 12.
Great. Okay. This is
why,
all right. I'm not trying to sound mean-spirited or condescending here, but Alex, this is why you can't have kids for 10 years.
I can't have kids anyway because what happened to me, he hurt me and I had to have surgery, so I can't have children.
Wait a minute. Isn't that...
This guy's an asshole.
Oh, thank you, Drew.
Please, beyond asshole.
Isn't that... Put that on a cart, would you?
That was just like the most important thing for me to be able to have my own children, and now I can't.
Alex, isn't that something that would be admissible in court?
No, I don't want to really do anything about it.
Forget that now.
Okay.
Let's just deal with Alex. Alex, these sorts of traumas obviously are going to affect your ability to have close relationships.
Yeah, but I don't know how to tell my boyfriend, and he's getting upset.
Hold on, kiddo. But if you were going to have relationships that are real, they're going to have to know who you are and what's up with you. Not that you have to dump that all over them, but he's going to have to understand that there are things that are troubling you, and he's going to need to be able to support you through that.
I mean, I don't want to put any extra burden on him.
I hear you. I understand that, and that's a good thing. But he's going to need to know what's freaking you out and why. And if he's a thoughtful person who really does care about you, he's going to be able to listen and hang in.
But Alex,
if he's an abuser, which you were going to be prone to seek out.
That's true.
I had just about everything done to me.
All right. Here's the situation, Alex. You need to tell the guy what's going on with you. Otherwise, you guys will end up having a fist fight over soft swirl ice cream. meaning you will argue about anything other than what you should be talking about.
Which is what's really bothering.
Yeah, we've fought before just because I
Right.
changed the subject. I'm like, no, I don't want to tell you. And he's like, well, if you can't be honest with me, I don't think we have a relationship.
Right. The guy sounds.
He sounds
the guy
okay.
sounds fairly decent.
Don't sabotage this. This is your opportunity. It's painful and scary to make this kind of connection with somebody, but you do it to risk it.
I just don't know how he's going to react.
He's going to be okay, and if he's not okay, this thing wasn't okay to begin with.
That's right, Alex. You have to look out for yourself from here on in. I as God is my witness, you do. You had some horrible atrocities committed to you, and now you have to put double time or golden time in on yourself.
Yep.
You have to be real selfish. I mean, when it comes...
Careful.
Stop. You can't worry about others that much right now. You have to worry about yourself. If he can't handle it, he can't handle it.
Yeah, protect yourself. Protect yourself.
All right,
You're
Alex.
worth it, Alex.
Here's the good news is you're alive. You're in one piece. You're sound mind and sound body, and you'll go on with your counseling, and you'll have some rough times, and you'll have some bad relationships, but you'll stick with it. You'll get through it, and you'll live a productive life.
Okay.
All right, but stick with it. Okay.
Good luck.
So they're doing an animated series of
I'm playing
Hercules?
I'm playing the Chuckle Hut in.
Where's that? Marina Del Rey?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, you'll be there through the 15th?
Yeah, very excited about that.
Oh, okay. All right, we're going to regroup, and we'll be back.
With most of the city in bed, it was then that the puppets came to life. Running around, tinkering with things they should leave alone. Calling radio talk shows with pretend problems.
Wait a minute, are you a puppet?
No. LoveLine will be right back.
Let's just do a quick shotgun round here of Bobcat's age. Hold on, don't hang up on everybody. Sin, how old's Bobcat?
32.
32. You bitch. Chief, how old's Bobcat?
About 50.
50? Okay, that's what I want to hear. All right, and Bobcat's real age is 35?
Yeah, 35.
Oh, I know, because I missed your last part.
50?
All right, 50, 48, 52, 45, 46, 42, 40.
What is that disease you have when you age too fast? Is that me? Or?
It is geezeritis.
Yeah, I guess I haven't.
You are immortal, that's why, Bobcat.
Yeah,
You've been dominating your profession for so long. Follow me, and tomorrow night filling in for Dr. Drew will be his young son, Douglas. So until then, this is Adam Carolla for Douglas saying mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed herein are certainly opinions, that's for sure.
If you'd like a written transcript of today's program, you probably should have written it down yourself. And if you did, we'd like a copy.
LoveLine producer Ann Wilkins.
This broadcast was copyright 1997 Westwood One Entertainment. This music is MXPX on Tooth and Nail Records.
Sit, Obo. Obo, stop dragging your butt across the carpet.